Hello everybody and welcome. Welcome to some Dwarf Fortress. Well, as a result of the RimWorld mod pack falling defunct on me, I decided, let's do a little bit of Dwarf Fortress. So here we are. We're going to start playing. Granted, I have a world created already, so we're going to play on that world. It's decent enough. It's got quite a few mountain spots, quite a few volcanoes, so hopefully we can find ourselves a nice, good volcano close to a river so that, we don't have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Dig for our water. And dig too deep for our lava. Okay, I know the game's running. It's just putzing along. Alright, I'm going to turn that down because I don't know if it's going to be too loud for you guys or not. And then turn it down on my headset so I can hear myself think. So, alright. So this is our world. It's quite a large world, as you can see. So yeah, quite the large world. Now, if you've watched my Dwarf Fortress in the past, I kind of have a requirement that I settle on a volcano that has a river basin right next to it. Now, this world I know has a bunch. It's just a matter of finding them, because it's been a while since I was looking around at this world for one. And it's also been a while since I played, so some of the icons are kind of, I don't know, it's kind of hard to remember what they were. Okay, so here's a volcano right here. So I'm looking for those that are red. Now, I know there's volcanoes on this map. It's just, where are they? I do not know. Maybe I have wrong map. I might actually have the wrong map. No, region 1, I've only got one. I don't know why. That's weird. I know there's something like 30 or 40 active volcanoes. So it's just a matter of finding it. Let the game do its thing again. It's got to let 2 weeks go by for just some strange, bizarre reason. So I create my worlds pretty young, if you can't tell here. It's year 250. And I do kind of restrict what my world has in it to some extent. I don't do a whole lot of mega beasts. I limit when the titans can attack to a very specific amount. Yeah, this is weird. I'm not seeing any of the volcanoes that I saw before, so... Okay, so I'm going to move my mic over so I can see the corner of my screen. Notes. Okay, the notes that I previously placed down are not there, so yeah, I don't think this is the same map for some reason. Find a desired location. I'm going to go 4 by 6. We need flux stone. We want no aquifers. We want a river, shadow metals, deep metals, soil, some. And that should be good. Okay, so introduce search. Now it's going to search the map. I don't know if I can zoom out while it's actually searching. Yep, here's the search. It's running. this is going to take a couple seconds to do. Now, what I was meaning by I restrict my mega beasts and stuff like that is I go into the world gen file and I limit it to like 80 mega beasts, 20 titans, have to have accumulated wealth of 1 million, a created or exported wealth of 1 million, things like that. So I make it, I prolong the amount of time that I can play before we get the mega beasts and stuff like that. Now I still have raids and monster, just random monsters and thieves like that are going to come around. But generally speaking, I don't like to be, get a mega beast or a titan inside of year 1 or 2 so that just my colony gets raffle stomped. I don't think that's an enjoyable play experience. And provided nothing goes wrong with this gameplay or with this save file, or Dwarf Fortress decides to update to a new version, which I hear it is supposed to be doing here before too much longer, if it has not already. I am playing, I'm not sure which version I'm playing on. Let me do this, pull this over, and I will tell you which version I am playing on. It's going to take me a second to resize this. My other monitor is only 1080p, so yeah. We are playing on Dwarf Fortress 40.24, and we're on starter pack R20. And I am playing with the Lazy Noob pack. I am not playing Masterwork at this juncture, because I like to start off on the simple stuff and then work back into the more complicated stuff once I, get the hang of it going again. Okay, did the game freeze? 0 FPS. I'm still recording. Okay, it was just thinking. Working through this stuff here. Looks like we're going to have a lot of stuff that we can do. Let's see. And I'm thinking I'm just going to stop the search here. Alright, so there is all of our spaces. Let's zoom back in here. Oh, right, I need to back out of that. There we go. Alright, we don't want to be in a really... Where's my cursor? There it is, okay. We don't want to be in a really populated area. Don't want to be evil right now. Don't want anything super difficult. I actually kind of like that one. Let's keep looking. Haunted, wilderness thickets. Yeah, I don't want haunted land either. That's just asking for trouble when your dwarves die. Excuse me, on so many levels. Ooh, that's a neat location. Okay, I like where I can get... Let's see here. So if I shrink this and go like this, that's kind of the type of thing that I like, where the river just goes straight through it. Yeah, I like that spot. Let's do that one. So let's hit embark. Yes. Okay, prepare for the journey carefully. Alright, so we've got our 7 dwarves. We're going to do a miner and mason. Another mason miner. Alright, you become a woodcutter and a carpenter. You are going to be a gatherer. Where's it at? It has been quite a while since I played Dwarf Fortress, so I'm not sure where this stuff is at anymore. Herbalist, thresher, grower. There we go. We want him to be a grower. Let's make a thresher, herbalist, and Actually, we'll take that down, and we'll make him a cook the rest of the way. You will be a brewer, a herbalist, a grower, and a thresher. You will be... I don't know. Let's give this guy a bowery. A stonecrafter, because we got to have somebody to make those mugs. Woodcrafter, bone carver. He'll just be the general whatever guy. We need a wood burner and furnace operator as well. Alright, and then this guy is the classic leader man. Alright, so leader, observer, discipline, concentration, conversation, record keeper, organizer, appraiser. Actually, let's get rid of concentration and give him judgment intent. Alright, there we go. Now, on to the goodies. Alright, copper picks, I'm not sure. Yeah, alright. We've got 8,000 points to spend. So, yeah. Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. Let's bump up our Dwarven Ale significantly. Dwarven Rum. I wish I could just type in the number. That would be fantastic. Alright, Dwarven Wine. Okay, Plump Helmet Spawn. Give that about 50. Alright, Pigtail Seeds, give that 50. No, I obviously like to stack things in my favor. I mean, the way I see this is if you were really going to go out on an expedition and make a brand new colony in the wilderness, you would not go with 5 seeds. Okay, you would go with as much as you could possibly carry. People would have it stuffed in their pockets, in their backpacks. They'd have little pockets in their hats they'd be stuffing stuff into. I mean, you would literally be so overloaded that, you know, it would be hard to walk at times. So, I mean, you would have as much as you could possibly carry. And obviously it's going to take you a year at least to grow crops, so you would have at least enough food to last you for, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. Prepared food. Now granted, when you get there, yes, you can do hunting and stuff like that, but realistically you're going to have most of your supplies so that you don't have to do that stuff, and you can just concentrate on building your houses, building your walls, and, stuff like that. Okay, that stuff's all fine. Buckler splints. Alright, let's get rid of that stuff. Alright, so let's go down and look at the armor. We want one complete set of armor for somebody. Chain. Okay, so let's give them... Bismuthrons. Chain leggings, so we need 2 of those. Need a breastplate. No, we only want one of those. I can never remember what the greaves are under. No. Okay, so we got the body wear. Okay, so we need headwear, so let's... the search isn't working right. Bothering me. Okay, so let's look for bismuth bronze cap of some kind, since we're going with that. It does not look like we're gonna find it, does it? Yeah, Okay, so let's just do a bronze helm. Alright. Oh, there's bismuth bronze helm. Derp. Derp! Okay, so we've got leggings, breastplate, helmet. We need gloves. Handwear. Bismuth bronze gauntlets. Okay, so we give you 2 of those. And my kitty is acting spazzy. Okay, we need footwear, so bismuth bronze. Let's go with high boots. 2 of those. Let's give... No, this guy's going to be a crossbowman, so... Let's give him bismuth bronze crossbow. I'm not sure. Did it have a crossbow on there already? We got 2 quivers. Iron anvil, pickaxe, or picks, battle axe, dwarven ale, rum, wine, plump helmet. See, okay, no. Okay, so good. All right, so we need bolts. So we're gonna go with cheap bolts, and we're, like I said before, we are gonna just stuff as many of these into the nooks and crannies as we can possibly maintain. And we can tape them to the wagon wheel. We can tape them to the underside of the wagon. We can put them anywhere. And my cat really is acting spazzy right now. All right, so animals. What do we want? We want a female war dog and a male war dog. That's our guards. We need kitties. So 1 female cat, 1 male cat. And then we need stock animals. I like to go with turkeys. So we want 1 male turkey. And let's say 5 turkey females. Alright, and now we want a grazing animal of some kind. I don't know what I want. Let's go with water buffalo. 2 water buffalo cows and 1 bull. And I'm thinking, Ash, we want barrels. Oh, go back over here. New barrel. There we go. Let's bring about 10 barrels. Bags. We've already got bags, don't we? Yeah, we got bags right here, so let's bring 10 bags. Nope, we don't have soap. We have lye. Let's bring some lye so we can make our own soap. And what else? Garden vegetables. Yeah, I suppose this wouldn't be a bad idea to bring some veggies. Let's bring some strawberries. Make some nice strawberry wine, get some seeds, plant them. Alright, and that's it. We still got 5,000 points to spend, but I am not going to sit here for the next 20 minutes and bore you guys with outfitting and nitpicking and finding every little thing possible. So, we need to find a fortress name. Let's randomize this bugaboo. Book routes. Stockaded breached. Craft hold. Guardmire. Shielded cheerful. Cat letter. Rawness rock. Ew, no, that just sounds like chafage. Cudgel wadded. Theatre brass, flashing cudgel, craft store, trimpled class, fluke channeled, vision cities, silver twist, ringed hatchets, shoveled light, beak lashed. Come on, where's the good names? All right, let's. Now this is just clear. Axecraft, there we go. I like that one. I like that one. All right, the group name. This is where it gets fun. The Tools of Safety. Symmetric canyons, the tools of savagery. Ooh, I like that. Where axe grasp, the tools of savagery. I really like that. All right. Save. YouTube embark. There we go. All right, time to embark. I am ready. Let us do it. Now it's going to take a couple seconds to diddle-dally and move along. Ooh, Stone Sense is loading automatically. Well, there we go. Check that out. Stone Sense. Ooh, I don't know how to use Stone Sense. I can zoom in. There we go. Hey, there's our people. Too bad you can't actually play from Stone Sense, which means bye-bye. Close the program. Ah, no! No! Dwarf Fortress crashed! Alright, so that means we're going to have to relaunch it. No, I don't want Snippet Tool. I want Dwarf Fortress. Come on. Where did it... There it is. Okay. Play Dwarf Fortress. Do. Okay, continue playing. Are you serious? Blast it all. This is one reason these games kind of frustrate me at times. You get all the way to the start, and then, crash. At least we have our embark saved. So there is that, right? We just got to find our spot again and go from there. If you're wondering why I'm looking that way, my second monitor is to my left. All right. It was down here somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know where. All right, let's make our spot bigger. All right. Okay. Unless I do that search again precisely, we're never going to find that spot again. It was up here, I think, somewhere, but who knows? Ooh, I kind of like that. There we go. Erg. Very deep soil, shallow metals, deep metals, flux stone. All right, that is actually kind of what we're looking for. So I'm just going to embark right there. Okay, YouTube embark. There we go. Embark preparations are not completed. Done. Why are they not completed? Okay. Zoom back in here so I can see a bit easier. Looks like we're completed. Alright, we got to do our fortress name again. Flank works. Nope. Yeah, this is kind of bad. Torch springs, pillar thing, pedal strap, helmet divine, sold helms, pillar stricken, block doors, ring blunt, sling twigs, crowded ceilings, fair channels, arch waters, fence fold, tick stongs, lantern pine. Okay, let's try clearing this again. Hulu letters, amber cave, key enjoys, nations mirrored, squeezing caves. All right, that'll do. Group name. We're squeezing caves, so let's try and find something that kind of goes with that theme. The glowing glaze, the sea of winds, the ink of carnage, the urn of prophets, sword of clashing, rim of cruxes, mechanisms of frenzy. Okay, that works. All right. Before I do this, yeah, let's turn that off. Because this stuff automatically loads as you do things on the game. So, all right, Hopefully it won't crash this time. If it does, we're skewered. Alright, you have arrived after a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness. Beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Amos Amkeen. There are almost no supplies left. Haha, right. But with stout labor comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plow, or hook. Provide for your dwarves, and you are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you. But it is spring now, enough time to delve secure lodgings, and the tigers get hungry. Ooh, tigers, that could be fun. A new chapter of Dwarven history begins here at the place. Whatever that says. Strike the earth! One thing I love about Dwarf Fortress is the language. It has its own language, its own culture, all that stuff. But it's impossible to pronounce. Please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. Yay! Alright. So let's take a look here. Okay, I keep forgetting. Okay, there we go. This is what our map looks like. And it's getting scrunched because it's taller than it is wide. Usually I'll do wider than tall. So we have no mountain. Wow, we are on a complete flat land. Got quite a bit of little lakes here. Got a huge river that I seriously doubt anybody's going to be able to cross that. Let's go down. And yes, lots of nothingness for ages and ages to come. All right, zoom back in. All right, let's go F4. There we go. Well, since we are literally on a flat land, which I don't have a problem with, let's just dig right on in. Let's, okay, let's not military screen. I want to designate. Downstairs. Zoom in a bit more. And let's just go right here. Bam, 3x3. Alright. Now we want up downstairs, which is I. We want to go down 1 level. And go down about there. Come back up. Okay, this here we want straight up mine. No, we want to be 2 layers down from that before we do anything. Okay, I'd like to do it like this. Give nice double doors for my dwarves. And our farm's going to be out that way. Alright, go down about 3 layers. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now, our map is taller than it is long. So let's go up right here. I realize this is probably difficult to see, but I'm just doing this so that I can see what I want. Alright. Now let's make a double door there. Nice long tunnel. Alright. Zoom back in. We're gonna tell them to start building some... No, we're not gonna have them build bedrooms just yet. We're just gonna build all that stuff right there. Or sorry, not build, but dig it out. Alright, now we want to chop down trees, and we want to chop down roughly that many. That's going to be a tremendous amount of trees. However, there is a reason. We're going to need protection really quickly. Alright, so we need a zone. No, back out. We need... There we go. been a while. What am I looking for? Not status. I'm looking for zones. Zones. Excuse me. Alright, we're going to build a nice pasture for the animals. Alright. For now, we're going to keep the cats. We're going to keep everything in there, including the doggies. Why? Because I just don't want to mess with it right now. Alright, get to it, guys. There we go. Dig, ye lonely dwarves, dig! Chop it down. Alright, so we need to... Ooh, we struck amethyst. Very excellent. I also like that nice little pattern that creates in the dirt and stuff. And this is soil, so this is gonna be our farms, which is fine. Oh, there's our amethyst. Yep, amethyst. There we go. Oh, we even got a couple. Very good. And we are straight into stone walls up here, so that's awesome. That is very awesome. Alright, let's go back to the top. Getting that stuff cut down. Alright, so we want a workshop. We want a carpenter's workshop immediately. And this stuff up here will not stay. Alright, just building this out of logs. And then we want a mason's workshop. And then a kitchen. Excuse me. Alright. Now, we want to back out to here. We want zones. And then this is going to be a water source. Okay, and then that's going to be for fishing. Now I will make a bridge across this. I hope I can make a bridge across that. That is a huge river. I've never had that much river on a map before. I truly have not. Now we want to designate, gather plants, and go like, say there. It's a lot of plants together, but we just want to keep our guys busy right now. Okay, now we want a stockpile, which I believe is P. Yeah, stockpiles. And we want custom settings. We're just going to put everything in this stockpile right now. I mean, everything. So let's go from here down to about there. That's not going to hold all the wood. And actually, you know what, let's... Alright, how do I change in Yum stockpile settings? I cannot remember. Load, save settings, auto melts, auto trade, show inventory, no job selected. Change settings, S, duh. Alright, we want to take wood off of this because we just have, there's going to be way too much wood. Gotta keep it reasonable, right? Alright, there's our farms. Oh my god. We've already discovered the caves? Holy Cheech and Chong. That is ridiculous. And it go... Wow. Okay, so designate, remove that. Okay, so we basically struck out into open air, so that is going to need filled. And that's always a pain in the butt. God, that's a pain in the butt. Okay, so back to up downstairs so we can do these. Yep. Alright, and then we want to dig dig a wall straight up to there, and up downstairs there, go down, and then dig straight out to there. Those. Alright. Oy, that sucks. I was hoping to not hit it so soon. We're only on 92, and we started at 100, so we went down 8 levels and struck a cave. Oh man, that's rough. That is rough. Although that's kind of good news though, because we can just drop a bucket at some point down here and get plenty of water. Ha ha! Alright, so designate, remove, right there. Okay, build. Let's see, what am I looking for? I am looking for wall, floor, door. Okay, so floor. Cannot access material, all non-economic item. Okay, so we will just build a wall then. We'll build a wall right there. No access to building materials, all non-economic items. Oops, too far. So this is siltstone. Okay, so let's hope that this guy finds find some stone that's not economic, because that's going to suck if we can't close that up. Okay, I keep going the wrong way. Go up to here. Okay, that's not looking too bad. All right, they're storing items. What do we got here? We got some pigtail fiber thread, fiber bags. So they're taking everything out of the cart and putting it into the storage, which is fine. Now, excuse me. I love Dwarf Fortress. I could play this for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours at a time. So I'm going to try and keep these episodes between a half hour and an hour. Let me know if that's too long or too short. I can, try to do this to it as needed and make it, you know what I mean. Make it shorter, make it longer. Let's come down here. Hotkeys. We want... Oh, come on. Right, F2. Okay, let's go zoom there. Bedrooms are going to be here, so let's go F3, zoom here, name change, bedrooms, F2, name change, farms. Farms and kitchens. Alright. Moving on, moving on. What is this? This is Kaolinite. Okay, can I build a wall with Kaolinite? Probably not. Ah! Siltstone! Yes! Build it! Oh, you know what? I boo-booed. Alright. So I need to go down. Go up one. Put that there. Go down one. Do up. There we go. Wait. No. That's a ramp. I want stairs. Okay, remove that. I want upstairs. That's a U. There we go. And I don't want a ramp. Downstairs. Okay. Make sure this is an upstairs. Yes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I made that an up-downstairs, but I forgot to make that one an upstairs. Derpy me! Alright, how we doing up here? Lots and lots of wood. Okay. And Carpenter's Workshop is currently under construction. Mason's Workshop. Yay! Okay, kitchen. Add new task. Prepare easy meal. Repeat forever. Add new task. We want some doors. And no, we don't want anything right now. We've struck native gold. Oh, that is awesome. Where's the native gold? Ah, there it is. I see it. I see it. It's gold. Yellow pretties, my precious. Let's come up here and go to this and tell it. Oh. Oh, not 15. Let's say 5 wheelbarrows. Construction inactive. Needs carpentry. Do I not have somebody with carpentry? Let's pause this, bring this over, and connect to Dwarf Fortress. Yes, I have somebody with carpentry. What are they doing? They are currently felling trees. Okay. Get that back off screen. And keep moving forward. And it looks like it's raining. We've got alligators. Let's see what kind of animals we have. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. View units. No. Status, I guess. Animals, kitchen, stone. Oh, right, there's something I have to do in here. I have to tell plum helmets, do not cook. If you can brew it, we are not going to cook it. Period. If you can cook it but not do anything else with it, you're going to cook it. Okay, change category. Huh, interesting. Okay. Stone. Not going to mess with that right now. Stocks. Not going to mess with that right now. Animals. Let's see, the dogs. Okay, those are already trained. Okay, so where is the... Reports? No. Civilization world info? No. Announcements? No. has to be view units. I think it's under nobles. No, it's not. B, no. Z, N. It's been too long. I can't remember how to get to this stuff. Oh my goodness. What about K? No, B. Okay, somebody remind me how to get to the screen that has like all the wild animals and enemies and stuff like that. Because I know it's here, but I just can't remember. Because like I saw some alligators or crocodiles or something here, and I was wanting to take a look at them, and then they ran off! Okay, we're at the bottom of the map. Ah, dark grass. Okay, what is this? Colony of bumblebees. Oh, I've got edge scroll. I didn't even realize. Haha, love it. Really, there's not a lot on this map. It's not that remarkable. Kind of nice waterfall here, though, it looks like. And nothing over here. Oh, look at all those berries and plants and yams. My gird. Ergamerd. Okay, where are our people digging? Are they both digging down here? That's what it looks like. Alright, let's DX. I don't want to do this, but we need to make them focus on one job at a time. And that one job is up here first. So. Come up here, that way you guys have something to watch while I'm looking at the menus here, trying to remember where it's at. Job list. No, that's how you get to... Okay, interesting. J. Ah, manager, right. That's how you get to those. Okay. Yeah, it's just been too long since I played this. That stockpile is filling up way too quickly. Okay. How are they doing? They're not cutting anything. They're not doing anything. Is our carpentry built yet? Oh, it's built! Yes! Add bed. Bed. 7 beds. Yes. 7 beds. Get those beds done. Our cook is working, our carpenter's working, we've got all the wood felled. We're getting slow amounts of stone. But not at the moment because we're digging that. But where are... Okay, our miner is sitting there hauling something. Looks like he's hauling a big stone rock. What does he do? What is he hauling it to? Okay, we need to turn some jobs off for some people. So let's pull this over here. Okay, we want to sort by mining. And these two guys get hauling turned off. Furniture hauling, food hauling, push haul vehicles, refuse hauling, stone hauling, burial animals. Yeah, they get all this turned off. Why? Well, the simple truth of the matter is, we don't want them hauling. We want them digging their butts off. Yeah, that's what they need to be doing. You're miners, not haulers. I give you major mega props for trying to get stuff done, but getting stuff dug out is our first priority right now. It truly is. Alright, let's designate a couple of farms. If you are familiar with the way I've, in the past, I like to make my farms a block by a block, separated by one. And I like to do them 3 by 2, sometimes longer. And then I will put a connection point, usually there, 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 and then there, and then connect these down here. And then I will do my that. Okay, now, since we're kind of, like, handicapped a little bit with how far... Wrong way. Okay, so we're right here. Now, I like to connect this directly to the river. So we're going to start here. Go out to there. Ramp down. Okay, we just build an up ramp on the floor below it. R, here we go. And you just dig, go down. Oh, look at that. We're not even in the right spot. Okay, so we want a ramp up here. Get rid of this. Ramp up here. Go to there. Get rid of this. So we've got... We will hollow out this one with a channel when the time comes. And then we'll have a floodgate put here. We'll have a floodgate here, 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 those 3 spots, as well as some here, here. No, maybe not there and there. But we'll definitely have them along here, 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 and then up on the way. That way we can control the amount of water that comes into this because we want to hydrate our farms. And if you didn't know that, you just learned something. Another thing that I sometimes like to... I haven't done this in a while, but sometimes I like to put some bedrooms down here for my cook staff, specifically. So let's... Can we record? Yes, we can. Alright, so let's start there. Actually, no. Stop recording. Okay, so I want... 2x4s with a shared door. Okay, so let's start there. So record, go up, there, 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 and there. And then we play it. Just like that. I find that this is one of the most efficient ways to make the bedrooms because it gives them plenty of room. They're happy with space. It minimizes the amount of doors that you have to use because they're shared door. They can go diagonally into their rooms just fine, and it really doesn't bother them. So that'll give us plenty of room for our farmers and our cooks for now. We can also let our, once the beds are made, everybody can just kind of chill in there. And it looks like the beds are made. All right. So let's make add. Right. It's these buttons. We are looking for the wheelbarrows. Well, that's a mason's workshop. I don't want the mason's workshop. V. Okay, K. No, it is V. No. let's just do this. Add. Okay, we're looking for wheelbarrows. That's what was going on. All right. Wheelbarrow. Make us 10 wheelbarrows. All right. They're working on that, so now we can go plop. Put one here, here. No, just one for now. Because this will flood and we want to limit the amount of doors that we can get flooded out there. Okay, so can we build a door? Planning mode. Bam. Bam. Let them get that other door made. Alright, build door. We are in planning mode. Now, planning mode, if you're not aware, lets you place items before they are built. You don't get to select what type of item gets put there. You just get to pick an item. So, like, if I take... Planning mode is off right now. So I get to pick which bed it is. Now, if I turn planning mode on, it doesn't ask me. It's just going to place a bed there automatically once one is available. And we do have 7 made, so those beds will get put down there relatively quickly. And there we go. Somebody's hauling one down automatically. Go bed 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and that will be all of our beds. Our people will be able to go downstairs and sleep, which will be fantabulous. Okay, we want to come back up here. Come into the mason's workshop. Excuse me. And make a bunch of doors. There we go. Alright. Moving along. Very nicely, actually. They're going to get that dug out real quick. Alright, so I can come into the carpenter's workshop and add some floodgates. And then we're going to need a mechanisms, which is the mechanics workshop, I believe. Floodgate, there we go. So we need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 floodgates. Now, I don't think I have the job manager turned on, so I just have to... What I can do is I can go J, Nobles, New Order, Floodgate, Wood, make 7 of them, come back out, cancel that, there we go, and they will get automatically queued up. However, I need a manager first, so I need to build a table, a throne, and there we go. Once those are built, I will be able to put somebody into managing, which is going to be our expedition leader, which is usually this guy in this outfit right here. Yes, expedition leader. Excellent. Ask Gondignit. Expedition leader. Excellent. And with that final bed being put in place, I'm going to end this episode here, so let's back on out and save the game. If you enjoyed this episode, give me that thumbs up. If you hated it for some reason, because the game crashed or whatever, hit that thumbs down. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to do so. Talk to y'all later, everybody. Peace out.